Good Wednesday morning. I'm meteorologist Byron Douglas. Welcome to our 8:30 all streaming. Mitch and Casey will be along in a few minutes. We're going to take a look at the weather. It looks good for today. We're going to be dealing with lower humidity. We're also on Facebook, so if you have some questions, we talked about this at the end of 14 News Sunrise. If you're doing any traveling anywhere, and give me a shout out here. I'll try to look up a specific forecast. It's going to be pretty quiet. Not only today, but through the 4th of July, through a good chunk of not only across our area, but the U.S. LaGuardia, they got a few showers up there. Dallas had some rain there earlier out west of the field, but all the runways there are working order. The green jets indicate there's no weather delays, so you shouldn't have any problems getting to Charlotte, our big connections to Atlanta, and Chicago O'Hare up through Midway in good shape at this hour. And we're going to take a look at the air quality alerts. I'll take this full. Our air quality is in pretty good shape. Hopefully this will be dealing with some higher humidity over the 4th. But if you are traveling to Dallas, they have some air quality issues. In downslope, of course, Denver, largest city there in Colorado, one of the largest cities out west. They have some air quality issues up to about Fort Collins, Boulder, and those areas downslope there from the Rockies in portions there of Colorado. On this day in weather history, let's go back. We'll take this. You had numerous record highs from 2012. What a hot summer that was. We had some easing in August. 1989, we only had a high of 72. Record rainfall in 1992, 2.9. Big derecho came through here in 1980, which was a hot summer. Of course, we're going to have more. Arden Gregory is at noon. We're going to break that down on this day in 1980. But 103, we're not going to look at anything like that as far as records are concerned. Let's take a look at the Storm Prediction Center. I'm going to spend, this is kind of a short week with the holiday, July 4th on Friday. We don't need any traveling, kind of that, the severe weather threats kind of hover into upper parts of the Midwest, but cover to about Des Moines, Iowa, north there of Chicago. And of all places, Glasgow, Montana, north there of Billings. That's where the highest risk is for slight risk, but very quiet. And then into Thursday does cover a level 1 threat for Chicago. So traveling there in the afternoon could have some delays up through the Chicago area. And then I put in just a 10% chance of a passing storm tomorrow during the afternoon. Not expecting much. And boy, about as quiet as you can get for a map on the 4th of July. As some storms indicated for all of Minnesota, eastern, about the Red River there, Grand Forks, North Dakota, and then down north to Sioux Falls, and then to Rhinelander, Wisconsin, and areas up to Superior and up to about Marquette, Michigan. That's for the 4th of July. Earlier, I meant to highlight that they have a risk for severe storms of all places out in Las Vegas today. We'll take a look at Doppler in a moment. Temp 78 Evansville, 74 in Henderson, Jasper's at 73. And look at these dew points at 67. They got as low as 65 here this morning. 1 week ago during this time of the day, they were in the mid to upper 70s. In fact, this afternoon, we're going to have a dew point of about 65 to 66, and that is just flat out reasonable. All right, let's take Doppler. We mentioned spend some time on the travel forecast. I'm going to look at your comments here in a moment. We're in good shape, dry skies. We've had plenty of rain. We had 1200s on the first day of July. A little disturbance from Brainerd, Minnesota, south there of Duluth. Few showers there. And if you got friends and family in the Panhandle, we got a little lightning off north there of Tampa, and then off the coast there of Gulf Shores, and down through Pensacola and Fort Walton Beach in those locations. Mentioned some rain west of Dallas, Wichita Falls, into Hobart, Lawton, Oklahoma, and those areas. And of all places there, you get down into Lubbock, Texas, and then Vegas. Down through Lake Havasu, they have some showers there. Some rain, they only get about 5 inches of rain a year, and then back out towards Salt Lake City. I want to step out of the way so you can see that, even out into the desert areas there, out into the Salt Flats, and then out in from Missoula back into about Lewiston, Idaho. The UV index is about as high as it can go. I'll take this full. Remember, the best time during the morning, the lowest UV is before 10 a.m., so that sunburn time at 15 to 25 minutes, and the rule is, just keep reapplying if you're out. I mean, we've had so many cloudy days, especially back in June. July, by the way, is the month where we have the most recorded hours of sunshine, so we're off to a sunny start to the month. Here's a look at the next 12 hours. You're generally looking at the upper 80s. and good to go for the car wash. Put the green check marks there if you're going to the car wash, and just factor in that we have a high UV index during this time of the year for that. But all in all, not too bad if you want to get the car cleaned up. And I'll take a look at the computer guidance as we go forward. So no major issues out there for today as we go forward to about noon and then into the afternoon. There's that passing shower, about a 10% chance there of a shower into the afternoon. I don't think we have enough lift in the atmosphere because we've had all this rain that we'd see any lightning, but just indicating a passing shower. We had some of that around yesterday. And then as we go through Thursday, I didn't get to the cloud charts, but mainly just scattered cumulus clouds at 3 up to 5,000 feet each afternoon. But the dew point's not too bad on Thursday. Looks good for the fireworks down in Henderson, by the way, on Thursday night. And then on Friday, the 4th of July, mainly sunny skies, a few passing showers possible during the afternoon, but very limited as far as showers and storms are concerned. And here is the 7-day forecast. No alert days on the board. Sunny skies up to 90. On the 4th, we'll be at 93. The heat index into the upper 90s on Friday. I don't think we'll see any heat advisories. In fact, Saturday and Sunday, the heat index about 98 up to 100. And then next week, we might have to add some alert time during that time frame. We could be risk for a level 1 or level 2 threat, but that's Monday and Tuesday of next week. We talked a little bit about that potential on 14 News Sunrise. So there's a look at the 7-day. I mean, if you just landed on planet Earth, you would say, boy, this looks like the month of July. All right, heard from Scott Mason. He's going to go play, he's Oak Meadow Golf. Boy, this guy's living the life. And then he's doing pickleball today. He likes the lower humidity. Scott, one of the good guys up there in Gibson County. You have a great day. Of course, Mitch and Casey are in the house. We'll have all the news headlines in a moment. Have a great Wednesday.
Stay informed on your local news and weather throughout the day by watching the 14 First Alert streaming shows. At 8:30 a.m., get your First Alert forecast to plan the day ahead and catch up on the news that happened overnight with the 14 News Sunrise team. In the afternoon, get the latest headlines, forecasts, and a preview of the stories we're working on with the 14 First Alert streaming show at 2:30. And get an in-depth look at the 14 First Alert forecast so you're ready for the next big thing with the 14 First Alert weather show at 9 p.m. Watch the 14 First Alert streaming show that fits your schedule and works best for you. Streaming on your phone by downloading the 14 News app and the 14 First Alert weather app. On your smart TV by using the 14 News streaming app. And stream anytime on Facebook, YouTube, or on 14news.com. Stay connected and stay informed by watching the 14 First Alert streaming shows on your favorite streaming devices.
Well, good morning, and thanks for joining us here for our CTV show. It's the news portion now. I'm Mitch Carter.
Yes, or as we like to call it, the amateur portion, because yesterday I did forget to load the teleprompter, but
That's
today
right.
we are locked in and good to go. We will bring you guys the content you deserve today.
That's right.
So.
It's Wednesday, July
Yes.
2nd here, of course, a couple days away from the 4th right now. It's hot out there, not as hot as it was last week. We'll take that, and just kind of winding things down here, looking ahead to the holiday.
Yeah, you guys know the drill. Byron brought you the latest on the forecast that you can expect throughout today and the rest of the week, and now Mitch and I are going to pull some stories that we enjoyed from this morning. We thought we'd like to kind of share again with you. Maybe you've already seen these, or if you're just joining us on our streaming show here, a couple things we want to let you know about. The first one, Mitch, I'll let you take this one away.
You got it. Well, a bright new event's coming to the Mesker Park Zoo here in Evansville. Zoo leaders recently announced Wild Summer Nights. It's a Chinese lantern festival with bright, life-sized animals and nature lanterns all lining a mile-long path through the zoo and the botanical garden. It's all set to open up here on August 14th.
This year worked out perfectly for us. We're doing it kind of late in the summer, so it's starting to get darker a little earlier, but before Fall Festival and football really kicks off. So we think it'll be a great time for the community to get out after hours when it's cooling off in the evening and come enjoy this event.
And the event will be every Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, running through October 5th. Ticket sales begin coming up here online on July 14th. Should be fun. Obviously, I'm a big zoo fan. Lights are cool. I'm into all that.
I cannot wait to check this out. You know, since we've moved back, I actually haven't checked out the zoo in many years, so I'm
missing
looking
out.
forward. I know, I really am. I'm looking forward to going back. All right, we want to let you guys know about something that is taking place tomorrow. This is going to be the Indiana region of the American Red Cross. They're going to invite the community to come give some blood at the upcoming, they're calling it the Celebrate Freedom Blood Drive. This happens every year, I believe, right, Mitch? And it's happening tomorrow from 6 a.m. until 4 p.m. at the American Red Cross location on Stockwell Road in Evansville. You can stop by, you can schedule an appointment, and you can also find a link to that over on 14news.com. So I'm looking forward to that. I'm actually going to be out there tomorrow. You're going to hold down there at the desk tomorrow morning.
Do my best.
Solo anchor without me tomorrow. Kind of a break. You deserve it, I guess. And I'll be live at 6 o'clock throughout our morning show from the 6 o'clock to 7 a.m. hour, doing just a few what we call live hits.
Yeah.
Beth Sweeney, who is no stranger to us here at 14 News.
That's right.
Going to be joining me. So we're just going to kind of break down just what's taking place, what you need to know, and maybe talk to some folks who are out there donating. Great cause, of course, if you head out and do that tomorrow. So
No doubt.
I'll see you guys there live tomorrow, and Mitch will see you guys in the studio with Byron.
You got it. Obviously, a big, important event they're giving blood. Let's talk about what really matters here, though.
Yes.
A couple days away now,
Come
4th
on.
of July.
Yeah.
Big Independence Day events happening this week here. So starting off in Henderson, right? The city's fireworks show is set for tomorrow. I'm going to cut the audio here so you actually hear us and not the booms there. It's an Audubon Mill Park there with food trucks opening at 5 o'clock. The live music will start at 6:30 with the fireworks kicking off at 9:15. Of course, you got to wait till it gets dark, Casey.
Yeah.
Then on Friday, Evansville and Owensboro both hosting their own respective fireworks displays. Both of those will launch from barges there on the Ohio at 9:15. And as always, all those events are free to attend for the public there.
Yeah, and you're taking a look now at some more events that are taking place. These are two other fireworks shows we wanted to let you know about happening Friday and Saturday. First off, it's the, I love this name, Red, White, and Boom Night for the DuBois County Bombers, Mitch. That's
Big
right.
fan. Back at home.
That's right, hometown boy. They take on the Terre Haute Rex Friday night, and the first pitch is at 6:30 Eastern time, and the fireworks show is directly after the game. If you want to stick around and enjoy that, you can buy tickets on the Bombers website. And meanwhile, on Saturday, fireworks over the Berg are returning to downtown Newburgh for the first time in several years, and there are tons of events starting at noon and then continuing until really the fireworks launch at 9 o'clock Central Time. As you
Should be
said,
good.
it's got to get dark.
No
So,
doubt. Well, and a heads up here, before all of that fun,
Yes.
we talk about this every year, right?
We do.
Evansville Police, though, they've issued a warning about Independence Day celebrations. So this is important here. If you live within city limits, there are certain days and certain times you can shoot off fireworks. Now, I won't lie, Casey. I think my neighbors are maybe in violation of the law here. It's okay. We're having fun. Police say from now until July 9th, fireworks can be used from 5 p.m. in the evening to 2 hours past sunset, about 10:30 there. The only exception, of course, is the actual 4th of July. The hours there are from 10 a.m. to midnight. Officials also want to remind you here that fireworks cannot be used on public streets, parks, or any place where they might land on somebody else's property. They say any violations can lead to a fine.
Yeah, Mitch's neighbors, get it together. I mean,
Listen,
come
I
on.
don't want to name any names
I
or
mean, 10
anything, but-
a.m. to midnight is plenty of time to get your fireworks fixed in.
Should
so.
be cool. It's really more on me for going to bed at 6 p.m. I get it. They're having fun. It's on
We
me.
can't help it. We work early hours, guys. I know there's always that one neighbor or even like distant neighbor that's always got to, just
Pop a couple off.
carry
here
the
and
party
there.
too
Yeah.
long. We've
It's like
already had a
it's-
few over in our neck of the woods
Yeah.
testing out their fireworks.
Make sure they
So,
work.
Yeah. Of course, me being the advocate for our animals, our little furry friends here, make sure that you guys keep a close eye on your animals 4th of July. Make sure that they feel safe and watch them from running outside.
Yeah.
If they get scared, they'll zip out the door. I've covered news stories over the years, and just 4th of July is fun for us, but it can be kind of scary for them.
No
so
doubt.
give your animals some extra love this 4th of July.
No doubt. Quick look at the comments here. I see your dad, Scott. We talked about it
Yes.
already. Byron did. We got to golf yesterday. Jealous of you.
Oh.
And then get pickleball today.
Yeah, I think Dad's got pickleball today.
go.
They do just a big old group up there. I
Very
swear
fun.
they are like the pickleball presidents of the league. My dad, he gets a great group together. They've been trying to scout and get some new folks in, and my dad's got his eye on Dan Katz. He's heard he's a pickleballer, so
pro,
we
I
may have to
think,
get
yeah.
those two together. Yes, of course, we always appreciate the comments, but thankfully, Scott Mason, you are holding it down in the comment section
Appreciate
for
ya.
us today. The rest of you guys, come on now. We want to hear your 4th of July plans. Maybe what's your favorite favorite traditions, food. So tomorrow, if you join us for our 8:30 morning stream here, go ahead and have those kind of ideas in place, and then comment if you have any idea of just something fun to do in the area. Let us know about it. Share your traditions with us,
no
I
doubt.
guess. Mitch, you giving blood, he asks.
So this is actually funny. I have before. So what you're doing this Thursday at the Red Cross blood drive there that we partner with at 14 News. I've done that before, and every time it's kind of like a shtick that the reporter will like do a live shot while they're giving blood. They asked me to do it, and I was like, yeah, whatever. And then I sat down and was like, I might pass out. So.
I don't know what I should do. That's my biggest fear.
Yeah.
I have covered blood drive events for news outlets over the years. This is my first time doing the live coverage for us here at 14, so I'm looking forward to hanging out with Beth Sweeney tomorrow morning. But yeah, everyone's like, well, are you going to do it? You're going to give blood live on there? I said, I'll give blood, but there's just that combination of being live.
It's a lot of pressure.
You know what? It is a lot of pressure on
Heart's
us guys.
pounding, might go down. It's not good
I know
for
it
anybody.
makes for good TV, but
Good TV for them, not for us.
Exactly. So looking forward to that event. Of course, I'll miss you tomorrow morning, but I think you'll be all right out there in the studio without me. You've
We'll
got
find
Byron.
a way. That's right. Me and Byron, it's a guy show tomorrow. No big deal. We'll have you back on Friday. Right now, though, like I said, the weather's pretty nice out there. It's dried out a little bit. We've had a dry morning here for the first time all week, which is great. Not on alert anymore like we were last week, so that's good news there. Of course, it is still July. It's still warm out there. All the same rules apply. Hydrate, do all that good stuff. But, of course, get out there, enjoy the sunshine. Of course, looking ahead now to the 4th. We'll be here every morning, 8:30 a.m., Monday through Friday, from this week, next week, so on and so forth. So please feel free to join us here. We appreciate the 12 of you right now watching.
Yes, thank you guys.
We
We'll
appreciate
take it.
that.
Tell your friends and family. Promote this, guys. It's new. We're
please.
excited to do it. And one good thing about this 4th of July is it's going to be hot, but at least from what we can tell, it's going to be a dry one.
It's good
which
news
is
there.
perfect conditions for
Absolutely.
us. So we'll take it. I know we've had a lot of rainy 4th of Julys the past couple of years, so this will be something kind of nice.
Absolutely.
And
Yeah.
are you going to be making any burgers or hot dogs?
I might grill a little bit. We'll see.
Yeah,
I need to
bring
go.
the leftovers Monday. I'll
Yeah,
take 'em.
right. I need to go change my propane tank first, and
Yeah.
then we'll talk about it. But for right now, I think that's going to do it for us here
All
on our
right.
CTV show streaming. Like I said, we'll be back here at 8:30. If you missed this one this morning, watch this later on Facebook. Of course, 2:30, we'll have Jamie and Robinson Miles live for you, along with a meteorologist of their choosing. That could be Arden, Jeff, Michael, sometimes even Byron. Who knows? So
Yes, and
yeah.
tomorrow join the conversation. As much as we
Please,
love
we
my dad
appreciate
Scott
you.
Mason commenting, we want to hear from other viewers too. So
No doubt. But
we
for now,
appreciate it.
yeah, you guys have a great rest of your day, and that'll do it for us here this morning. Enjoy yourselves. Get out there and see the sun. We'll see you bright and early tomorrow morning. Take care.
All right, see you guys. Bye.